Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Welcome to Cover Slingers Showdown once again. Our slingers have been displacing time this week and looking for loopholes in the space-time continuum in search of comics with anachronisms on the cover. Yes, it's all about anachronisms. I'm your host, the Greyman, and I'm as sexy as heck anytime, any place, anywhere. And I'm joined by the following chronologically challenged folks. A man who says he's ahead of his time, yet he has prehistoric looks. It's Cro-Magnon Musings. Yay!
Apropos.
I got it right. I'm not sure if he knows what anachronistic means, so I'm expecting a lot of covers with anoraks and anagrams on them. It's CapN Comics! Yay! The man who has an anachronistic 70s porn mustache and the comics to match, it's Metarog! And hold on. The man who thinks anachronism is a girl he dated back in high school, it's Rayman the Silencer Man! Anachronism, that's one of your old girlfriends, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Anyway, I tell you what, it was bloody hard coming up with plenty of jokes for this week, I'm not going to say. So that's the best.
Cracking job.
The law changes, but justice is always in fashion. It's our judge, Matilda Gothica. Hey! Yeah, that's enough of that crappy intro. You can write your own next time. You think you can do better?
I see this theme is confusing. Mr. Damien's asking anorexic covers.
Anorexic covers, yeah.
Well, that's
then
what
we need
normal
the opposite
fare.
of Rob Liefeld.
Anachronistic.
I'm not
Who
actually
came
looked
up
up
with the theme anyway?
Yeah,
Probably
who's
Roger.
idea what-
After winning.
If anyone bothers with
Roger.
the dictionary definition, I'm guessing it's like something that is like of the wrong time period, that kind of thing. Something that is out of the
Hello,
correct time
Mr.
period.
Kyle.
that is-
Yep.
Some things that
You
do
know-
not fit in the same time period.
Yeah.
That's
like having a wrist.
You know,
watch,
I showed two
movie.
friends the thumbnail, and they're like, "What the fuck are anachronisms?" And
Yeah,
I'm like, "Well, you see, I have no idea."
yeah.
That picture you did, Matilda.
They'll have to tune in to find out, right?
you just
Thank
have to
you.
take the word and split it up, right? Anachronisms and contra, chron, time, isms, state of being. So anachronism.
We're not all as educated as you are, Mr.
Let's
Meadow.
start off with
I'd
the
rather
man,
have Bill's numbers.
the man with Metarog with his first comic book.
All right, let me show you an example. Okay,
I'll
so
be
here we
showing
go.
my comic, Roger. Oh, I'll scream.
Strange Tales 219.
Uh-huh.
The cavemen of New York. Cavemen were around way back when, thousands and thousands of years ago. New York is a fairly modern
Right.
construct. Thus, they do not fit in the same time periods. Thus, they're anachronistic.
I don't know. Have you been to New York recently?
Oh, man.
They're
I've
quite
been in
educated
America
around that.
recently.
Can anyone not see what Roger's done wrong there? That is not cavemen from the past. That is the future. You can see the dilapidation of the buildings. That is the far future when mankind has had a terrible disaster
Hi, Jackson.
and reverted to caveman-like tendencies. Look at that building model. Destroyed. No, they just look. That's far future. They're not cavemen. They've just regressed. They're actually people from the future who've regressed to a caveman-like state. I reckon that's what's happening there.
It's a natural
Probably
mistake.
right, but it still shows them that, from the past, the cavemen from the past.
It's still two different time periods, Mr. Gray.
Put it this way, whatever I say, Matilda won't use it unless it's against me. So we won't bother continue that topic of conversation. We'll just let you give her the overly bloated.
Well, it's all present day. You just have Louisianans in New York. I don't know how there's anything anachronistic about that.
In other words,
Jackson Roy Kirk.
Oh,
remember
Jackson's
that
here.
statement when you vote.
In other words, England.
Yeah. I see the Gracism has started already, honestly.
hello,
No wonder I
Kevin.
don't think.
Ah, come on, Mr. Gray. You should be used to it by now.
He should.
All right, well, I understood the theme. I hope the thumbnail was sufficient to
It was.
display the
It was.
theme.
Beautiful thumbnail, by the way, Matilda.
Matilda's
Yeah.
going to show some cronyism towards Roger, not about anachronism.
All right. Oh, yeah, that was the theme. We have cavemen in modern time, or
Well,
at least up at the time of that comic. I would give this one a 9.
Ugh.
Very good.
That was a post-apocalyptic regression of mankind. That wasn't anachronistic. Anyway, talking of regression, it's over to Bill for his first comic book.
All right.
Speaking of regression.
What I said?
Well, Gray Man's not on yet. But good point, Matilda. All right. Anachronism. Something weird, something out of sorts, something not quite right, something that doesn't belong. I think we see all of that in this cover of number 11. What? No.
You saw something wrong even before that cover, Bill.
We've got Savage Avengers issue number 6.
2 of my favorite men.
Oh, you mean you like Conan and Punisher? I wish I'd.
They used that for Snake cover and only got a 6. So good luck.
I wish I'd known that.
Remember that, Matilda.
Clearly, too. That
I mean, let's be real. It's not the most impressive snake.
one precedes the others by thousands upon thousands of years.
Well, that's true. It looks like Conan went back to, not Conan, the Punisher went back to Conan's time period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's going to have a problem finding some
that
bullets.
time period.
Bill, be nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
Be nice, Bill.
No teabagging, Mr. Bill. That's against the rules.
That could be a cosplay convention for all we know. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a club, right? They were rocking out in the club. Yeah.
I want to know where that club is. I'm going there.
Yeah.
I gotta see where all the superheroes and non-superheroes are.
You'll be thrown out.
Actually,
your
actually, Castle isn't a superhero. He's an anti-hero. They can't throw me out. I'll start yelling that they're ableist or something.
They're
That usually helps. I'll find a way to sneak back in. All right. That is good. It is Conan, but you don't see around clearly that they're in a different time period. But still, they both belong to a different time period, and that art is good looking. So I will give it an 8.
All right.
I would say that Conan is more of another dimension than a different time period. It could be modern times.
Well, it doesn't have guns.
Isn't our history, is it? So, my arguments, great as they are,
Conan is real for me.
So I'm just arguing for my own sake. I know morally that my comics are superior and my arguments are far superior to everybody else's. But I'm just saying it for my own benefit now.
Exactly.
Well, I figured why not have a real president and an animated person together because the timelines don't seem like they work together. But let's go with Donald who laughed.
Donald who laughs.
Okay.
That's who wants to tell him?
Not me.
I'm not sure. I do like what they've done with the design, though. The eyes are funny. The googly eyes.
Is the Batman who laughs like a futuristic villain or something?
I don't know how that's anachronistic.
I don't know. I don't get it, but.
Well, I will say that looks like the least psychotic boyfriend Harley's ever had. So we'll give her that.
Wow.
Granted, I think when she dated Deadpool, that was best for her.
It's not an anorak or an anagram, but I'm pretty sure it's not anachronistic either.
That's the greatest, most wonderful boyfriend Harley's ever had. It's over the top. It's awesome. It's fantastic.
I mean, let's be real. She had Joker and Poison Ivy. Those are not good choices.
True.
They're both psychotic in different ways. At least this one has googly eyes.
Yeah. Well, let's leave Cap out.
Guys.
All right.
At least you'd get a laugh.
Gosh.
Jackson says those are too lazy.
The anachronisms here, though.
There was zero anachronistic there, Matilda, but you won't punish him for it.
It's Cap. You have to forgive him.
Well,
he's charming.
We forgive him.
He puts on costumes.
All murderous pirates are charming. We know that.
Yeah. You won't think that when he's rolling over the plank, Matilda.
It doesn't count, but it does have lazy eyes, and it is funny. I'll give it a 7. Let's say he's from the future.
What the hell?
Why not? Why not? Indeed. Right. Okay.
Well done, Cal. That was a great.
Now for the man that
that was a
time
good
forgot.
cover.
Hooray.
Well,
I know, man,
see,
it's
in
got the
those 3 covers, I definitely picked out the right books.
We'll see. We'll be the judge of that, right?
I definitely
Hello,
picked out the
Puzzle
right
Cat.
books. This is the Time Tunnel, number 2 from 1967, and it's a beautiful George Wilson painted cover. Now, here we have the present. These 2 guys traveled back in time to D-Day in 1944 to beat up the Germans.
Okay.
Okay? Now, that's not it. If you look closely, these Germans have future ray guns.
So they went to the future.
You have the present, the past, and the guns of the future.
The golden ratio of time travel.
I see.
Hard to tell.
So you got all 3 on one
So
cover.
you got anachronisms coming out of the ass.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
He's got anachronisms.
And you got a paint stir to boot.
That's the inception of anachronisms.
Anachronisms. Remember, anachronisms.
They went anachronisms. They went to the past, but the Nazis in the past are from the future.
How do you know those are not
from the
future
future.
Nazis?
That's true.
Right.
Well, they're not dressed ridiculously enough.
That is true.
Okay.
Where's Rob
Something
Liefeld?
to
We need his
consider.
pocket.
Rayman
Good
can be
point.
slick, you
Good
know.
point, Roger. Too many questions, not enough answers with that crappy cover.
No, they are from different time periods, though. You can see that.
Raise a
The way they were
slippery one.
dressed. Hey, he has a comic cover that even tells you that it is.
Yes.
That's good.
1944.
Pretty hard. It's like the Inception. You don't even have futuristic guns. 10.
Thank you. Thank you, my
For that
I
hot
knew it was gonna
garbage.
happen.
Thank you.
I just knew it.
Unlike Roger's paltry effort of like futuristic people who regress back to caveman appearances, this is proper cavemen in 1976 battling a guy from the 30th century. So we have Karate Kid from the 30th century in 1970, I think 1976. You know the year, Roger. He's battling cavemen. There you go.
That's not much different from what I showed.
It's like
He's got a point, Mr. Gray.
Destroyed future city, and the people of that time had regressed back to caveman looks. This is proper caveman.
Well, what's to say these haven't regressed back too?
Yeah.
Because I know the story, and Roger knows the story, and he knows that they've been brought back from the past.
It's true. These are legitimate cavemen.
I don't know. That looks like Greyman and his friends at a heavy metal concert.
But the picture is not
Karate Kid is from the 30th century, and this is not the 30th century. This is for that time modern day America.
And just Karate Kid being in the 20th century
You
would
look
be
like
an
that
anachronism,
band,
by
the
way.
Monkeys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The past, present, and future in one.
They all look like Conan's retarded cousins.
Don't they? Shameful.
Absolutely.
I agree. That is disgraceful with Conan.
That looks like Bill who brushes his hair in the morning.
That looks like Greyman and his friends after their soccer team lost.
Mr. Graves doesn't watch soccer. It's too manly.
Football.
I support my
He
team.
watches the NFL? Really?
West Ham finally got a result today. 4-0. Yeah.
I don't know what that means. But yes, we have another inception. We have from the past going into the present, and then someone
back
from
to
the future.
and then into the past.
Exactly.
Yes. I like Karate Kid's costume here. I like to listen to the cartoon compared to this one, but still. Good.
Right.
We also have another inception. I'm not pleased they remind me of Conan
Yeah.
in this case. I will give this one a 9.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie, jury. It's time for you to do your thing now. Get your
And
vote.
do it slowly. I cannot keep up. Cap, don't vote.
Get your vote.
Greyman hears that a lot, by the way.
Make
Really?
note,
I
do
thought
not
he
show-
hears. Let's do it tomorrow. I have a headache.
Well, he
do
hears
not
that
show
more
Conan
often. You're right.
knockoffs. That's
All right, one vote
Listen
for
to the
Mr.
future.
Ray.
He hears, "Don't call me, I'll call you." Yeah.
All right, another vote for Mr. Ray. We got another vote for Mr. Ray. Oh, hello, Mr. Werewolf. No burning pie today.
Hey, Darren.
One vote for Mr. Bill.
He's in bed. He better not be burning his pie in bed.
Now, Tylocks counts as 2 votes, one from him and one from his mullet. Thanks, Tylocks.
I'm sorry, we don't take mullets. Another one
Even
for
so,
Mr.
you'd
Ray.
be outgunned.
We
Bill.
don't trust the taste in comics of people who have mullets. If they have a haircut like that, you can't trust their taste in anything, if you ask me. So they're votes.
All right, so looks like Mr. Ray takes it.
Thank
Give
you.
Give it
Criminal.
another second, but I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Ray.
Absolutely criminal.
Well done, mate.
Surprise.
Second best comic book on that round, mate, after mine.
After
Anyway,
mine, correct.
over to Roger.
You have to love the inception of it all.
Once Raymond's in here, I get nervous, you know. But anyway, here
When
we
good
have
reason.
a really cool little anachronism. This
Uh-huh.
is Sea Devils number 13.
Yeah.
In the background, we have a Viking longship, and in the foreground, you have modern sea devils or scuba divers trying to evade those hurling balls of napalm or whatever that is.
Oh, and they're dressed in purple. I like it.
Yeah,
So,
and this is a
we have-
Rust Heath gray tone cover.
All right. So basically, what we have here, we have an historical reenactment.
Exactly.
An
Now,
historical,
what? The divers escaping from the Viking ship? I haven't
divers,
heard of
right?
that one.
no,
They had divers in the-
reenactment of a Viking ship.
They had divers in the 13th century with scuba equipment.
We don't
And,
know.
and latex outfits, Mr. Gray. They had that all the way back then, didn't they?
Look, no, but yeah, look at Roger. Can you trust him? We don't know what's going on there. It could be an historic reenactment for all we know. I don't trust. Look at his eyebrows. I don't trust him at all. Wouldn't trust him. He's got liar's eyebrows.
Listen, I've been part of reenactments. We do Confederate, we do Civil War. We don't do longships shooting fireballs at people in
Matilda
scuba
here.
gear.
Oh yeah, you actually know the fireballs do kind of make it seem like they are actually proper Vikings. Now you mention it.
Sadly, Rogers
Really? You
again.
think?
Rogers
I-
again smutting up the stream with his big Viking balls that he wants.
And
Disgusting,
there's 2
Roger.
of them on there.
Gosh,
Yeah.
you never stop, do you?
Actually, there's 3 of
Flaming
them.
balls of fire. He just can't pick up his trousers.
You missed the one in the corner, Bill.
It was too focused on the concept of balls.
Too many
Goodness
years
gracious.
with Bob.
Or just great balls of fire.
Oh, that's very cool. I love the art. That is great. We got a big bloody Viking ship. The scuba divers definitely looks like from 2 different time periods. And they're wearing purple. 10.
Yay!
Oh. 10.
Thank you. Yay!
All right, then. What's he going to reenact now, old Bill?
What do you have on your shirt, Mr. Bill?
Cro-Magnon
Is it-
Musings.
Oh, that is Frank Frazetta.
Ah.
Oh. I thought it was Bayonetta from afar. And it's from
if
a
that's what you
video
want it
game.
to be, Matilda. That's what it
If that'll get me a point, it is.
is. We have, for your viewing pleasure, Giant Size Avengers issue number 2
Oh.
with Ramatut from the past, ruler of Egypt, suspended in
Imhotep?
animation, brought
Okay,
forward to battle.
Ramatut. Sounds like a candy bar.
And look at all that purple on Kang, by the way. Beautiful.
Look at all
Kang's
that
outfit
yellow on
makes me
Vision.
uneasy.
Well,
Yeah.
Ramatut is actually Kang
Yeah.
That he went. But Kang is from the future, so that is an
Yep.
anachronism. Yes.
Yeah.
Kang is from the future. Ramatut's from the
Yeah.
past. In this particular
Well,
case.
it's his. He went to the past and became Ramatut.
The
for a
thing
while.
is-
Ramatut looks confused. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. The thing is, I would
Where
contend
am
with
I?
that is that they are in the future, they are in the past, so they're not actually anachronisms, are they? If they're able to travel all through the timelines themselves,
Yes,
they're not
they are.
actually an anachronism. They just travel backwards and forwards in time. There's no we don't know what time period we're doing at that point. We don't know if they're in the future. We don't know if they're in the
Well,
past.
we can say that Ramatut at least has the trappings of
Yeah.
someone from a particular period in time.
Yeah, he's wearing a garb and you depict it.
And he did rule Egypt for a while, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, he did. Okie dokie. Fair enough. Just putting a bit of it out there to give it
I know you were.
A little doubt to seed there.
Well, they are in space, so it's not clear, but Kang is from the future and our Pharaoh is from the past.
Yeah.
So they are in the same place. Probably in the wrong time period for both of them, so
Indeed.
technically it would count.
And I'm pandering with all the Kang hype going on.
I don't know who Kang is.
He's pandering as the sexual appetite of a panda.
Kang
That's
fucks
why they got one
pandas?
kid.
Yes. That's why you don't want to know anything more about Kang.
Hey, whatever floats your proverbial boat. I
That's why
suppose.
Gray Man wears the panda suit on the
Isn't
weekend.
that right, Bill? You eat, shoot, and leave. I think that's what eat, shoot, and leave. What pandas do, isn't it?
Let's not imagine that. I will give this one 9.
Okie
right.
dokie. All right
Speaking
then.
of Kang,
Okay, Cap. Hit us with whatever the heck you're going to hit us off this time.
Well, I figured, time traveling, might as well go in the past and see your favorite, singer from the past. Why not do it as
Elvis?
Army of Darkness?
Oh, okay.
Elvis.
Elvis.
I knew it would be Elvis.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Isn't that the same actor with 2 different roles?
Yeah, he was actually. You're right. Yeah,
Did
he
he
was.
play
Yeah,
Bubba
Elvis?
Hotep, yeah.
Bruce, whatever his face is.
Campbell.
Campbell, that's
Campbell,
it, yeah. That Bubba Hotep's a cool film.
But if you see, it's a shotgun blended into a guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very inventive.
Hmm.
How
You
does
gotta
it shoot
respect
them?
those,
I wouldn't say it
those
was
nursing home
anachronistic.
heroes,
It's still not anachronistic. It's just Elvis was alive at that point, and he's just an older Elvis. So they're both in the same timeline, rather than being.
Well, how do you
That's
know?
not Elvis. That's Ash from
do
the
you know?
Army of Darkness.
Yeah, on the left
Yeah.
is Ash, but on the right is the same actor playing Elvis from a film called Bubba Hotep.
Yeah, but in this, they're not actors. They're the
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah, I know that, but he's
Yeah.
I'm saying, but in the fit, but there's no time.
I don't
travel.
think he understands they're not actors in this, Matilda.
Not
Well,
at all.
that Gray Man's a slow one, like molasses in January, isn't it?
I guess by the time that was published, Elvis was dead. So I guess you can say,
Yeah,
Right.
Well,
but in
technically, they're different time periods. Hello, Mr.
in the
Ogle.
film, they both lived like at the same time. They were both alive at the same time. The character from the Army of Darkness and Elvis.
yeah, somewhere in the
Hotep
timeline they were
living
alive at the same time. Yeah.
So there's
How
no-
does that
anyway, you
shotgun
know that.
guitar work, Matilda? That's what I want to know.
It hardly
Me too.
matters.
That seems like a cool way to kill someone.
Well, if it's caps, then it misfires a lot. I can tell
Hey,
you.
Tony, you
Always.
Well, I mean, they had 2 different characters. We'll assume Elvis was already dead, so him appearing, he's not in this time period, I guess.
No, in
When
the film,
did Army of Darkness begin?
in the film, Bubba Hotep, he's actually alive and well, but living in an old folks' home.
What the hell is Bubba Hotep?
Yeah.
Name of the film that
That's a
Elvis
film,
character
a
was
movie.
from. In the film Bubba Hotep, he didn't die. Instead, he went to a retirement
Went to a
home.
rest home.
Yeah.
All
You know what it
let's-
sounds like,
let's
Ray? You're giving me a
focus on
9,
Elvis,
Ray.
all right?
Sorry?
Let's not focus on Baba Schmoten.
Yeah.
Well,
We
you
don't
are-
care about
That's
him.
all.
What are we
Let's
doing?
just focus on the 10 and move on.
All right, I will give this one an 8. The cover is very nice.
Okie dokie.
And I do
good.
like Elvis.
All right,
And
from the
Bubba
king of
Hotep.
rock and roll to
Fucking roll,
Is
fucking
Baba
roll.
Hotep like Doofy Duck?
the king of Ray and roll.
Yeah.
All right,
It was a
here we
movie.
have another beautiful George Wilson painted cover,
Uh-huh.
Lost in Space. The
Which
Robinsons
one happens to
fight a-
Mr. Great Daily?
Exactly.
The Robinsons fight a 12th century battle when caught in a time trap. Now, Gray Man, this is from your neck of the woods.
Oh yeah.
These are the knights who say, neat, neat, icky, 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 poo.
Man, they need a dictionary for the English way back then too.
Mm-hmm.
King Arthur days.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Except King Arthur didn't exist, but yeah.
True.
Well, he's a
Well,
myth, so
then
we
the
don't
knights.
know.
Monty
I like it.
Python.
I like it, but not a Camelot though.
No, I see what you did there.
Is Ray's last name Wilson? Why?
Oh, 'cause
Ray's
of Ron
working out all the
Wilson.
bells
By the
and
way,
gold
I have a
keys
king
for this,
too.
I can tell.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Oh.
nice.
is that
Yeah,
the
that's
Bacon
like-
Honey
Yeah.
reprint?
Yeah, I got the reprint. Why does he have a wall of daisies in front of him, though?
That's what I'd like to know.
He's Kang the Flower
Some
Arranger.
kind of shield.
Before he was Kang the Conqueror, he was Kang the Flower Arranger, and like he
During-
yeah, once you
During
arrange
one of
flowers,
his
oh,
one of the Kang creations was a florist, I think.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, that's one of his alternate
Kang the
egos, you know.
Florist.
It's like with
Right,
Hitler. They
right.
didn't let him be. It's like with Hitler. They didn't let him be a florist. They said, "Fuck it, I'll kill everyone."
Good
Exactly.
question by Jackson Roykirk here. Is that the future, or is that just another planet that didn't
question.
progress in
Good
time?
Oh, they said lost in space, so maybe they ended
Lost
up
in
through
space
a
is
warp
the future.
tunnel or
Yeah,
something.
that's why I try to
I'm
stay
just-
away from any type of space
I'm
travel.
I'm just
Time
asking the
trap,
question that the
isn't it?
chat had. I'm not saying it isn't.
Did he say something about time trap on that cover, Ray? Let's have another look.
Lost in space is the future,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
time trap. Look.
and
Well,
that's
it's on
the
there, called
past.
Time
We
trap.
don't know.
It's
a
Unfortunately,
time
we
trap.
just don't
Yeah,
know.
it says there,
Okay.
caught in the
12th
time trap.
century.
Century
12th
battle.
battle when caught in
See,
the time
12th
trap.
century, so that means they went back to the 12th century.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I was
That's
just elaborating from the questions
Honestly,
in the
Mike,
chat.
try
That's all.
reading the comments, mate. Honestly.
Well, why can't I say that? That art is great. I'd have a
Ugh.
poster like that in my
Gold key.
room.
When you get
Yeah.
this far,
Hey.
you twist.
Thank
What's going on?
you. Thank you, my dear.
Boo.
Thank you.
When you get that time,
We're
Thank
wasting
you.
our breath, fellas. Wasting
Awful
our
gold
breath.
key comment.
Mr. Ray just has access to all the boxes, so he just digs out the best stuff.
But
He was up all night, I guarantee you.
I only had 24 hours. He just let me know yesterday.
well, only because Roscoe didn't let
But
me
you'll
know.
sleep
mate.
after the stream. That's my point.
I can only let you know when I know. But anyway, I'm hopefully treading on Roger's toes here with this one. We have all new Ghostly Tales 114. We have Vikings versus
Hello,
dinosaurs.
Mr. Ranger Sly.
We have Vikings going to this castle where they find a dinosaur.
Is that a dinosaur or some sort of beast?
Why is
that's
that
a bear.
dinosaur so fat?
Well,
It's,
he's eating a couple gray mans.
Yeah.
It's a bear.
That
I'm
was
not
his
sure
lunch.
that's a
It's
snack.
called
dinosaur.
Ate Too Much Dinosaurus.
More of a creature.
I don't have that one, Gray, but that's a good one.
Looks
Yeah,
like a
if you see
Yeah, that's
yourself
dinosaur.
very
like-
cool.
It looks like a dinosaur. If it looks like a dinosaur, roars like a dinosaur.
Looks like an obese dinosaur.
I think that's
No,
some-
that makes it a doofy duck, right?
Yeah.
Could be.
Doofy duck. Yep.
I think that's
Okay,
a Pat
it's
Barnett
like they
cover there,
sent the
Gray.
dinosaur to our time period first, and he ate an entire
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Dinosaur-looking beast. You know?
Ah, definitely looks like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Kind of a dark
It's not a
cover, though.
chubby
It's hard to
dinosaur.
tell the details
Yeah.
in there.
Well, it's one of those charlatans.
It's one of those dinosaurs that hasn't worked out much.
When it's one of mine, you can see it clearly, but when it is,
Hey, I've never
Right,
seen such
yeah.
a fat dinosaur.
Well, you got better
before.
lighting, maybe.
yeah, it's like a spotlight.
It's very dark. No, I'm not. It's very, very dark. This cover, I've got
Isn't
to say, it is very, very dark. It's really kind of like,
Well, it is the Dark
It is.
Ages. So.
yeah, true.
It's
There's no
sad.
lights in. So
Yeah.
that's how you can tell.
Between
it's the
those
dark,
ears,
no
it's the
light.
dark ages,
Exactly. No street lights.
No, I think light actually goes through. So
maybe. You might be right.
yeah, there might be some light in there. Yeah. it does.
I will say, I've never seen an
Can we
obese
have enough
dinosaur.
racism now, please? Come on.
Hmm.
What's
Yeah, they
up?
didn't last
I'll
long.
give you
with,
this, Mr. Gray. At least I got to see an obese dinosaur.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see one of those.
You're not seeing a fat lizard since, I don't know, Bill showed his comic book last.
That snake was slim. All right, on to this one. Good art. It is very dark, though. At first, you could barely tell what was happening, but still, they had dinosaur fighting Vikings. Good art. And he's obese, 10.
What?
Yeah. Of course.
What?
And on the back, Roger, for your, because I know you like this kind of like minutiae of he gets Baron Weaver gets his own comic book.
Oh, that's right.
Congratulations, Baron, on being given your own book. What's it called? I know that's on all of them that week or something, maybe.
Yeah, that's right. That's around the time that they started. They changed the titles from Haunted to.
All right, let's see.
Let's go to the jury then. Let's have your votes. Get your votes out. Vikings, dinosaurs. Why I never.
Obese dinosaurs. Hello, Mr. Slim.
Hey, Sean, how you doing, buddy?
This is I don't know, maybe my best comic this week. So give us a vote.
Are you trying to like pity vote?
All right, one vote for Mr. Cap. One vote for Mr. Metarog. Another vote for Mr. Metarog. Another vote for Mr. Metarog.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
Apparently, Vikings versus Divers is more interested in Vikings versus dinosaurs.
Another vote for Mr. Cap. Another vote for Mr. Ray. So far, Mr. Metarog's in the lead. We'll give it a few more seconds.
Imagine that.
I guess people like scuba divers.
They like Viking ball.
All right, looks like that's it. Mr. Metarog gets the 3 points.
They all voted for fiery balls again. It's shocking.
No, people like balls, Mr. Gray.
Only so.
I tell you, the amount of ribbing I get here is amazing. All right. So I did not know that Bill was going to show that the first round when I picked this. Okay, but this is a really cool John Buscema, Ernie Chan. What if number 13? What if
Not another tired Conan.
So there is no doubt, Gray, that he is from the past because what if he walked the Earth today? Obviously means he's from another time.
He's not from Earth's past, though, is it? His world that he's on isn't actually meant to be. Is it meant to be Earth's past? I mean, really? The Hyborian Age.
The Hyborian Age. Yeah.
The Hyborian Age isn't a real thing in this world. It's never.
We don't know.
And the things in comics are, Mr. Gray.
None of these guys are, Gray.
I'm merely saying that I think he's from a different dimension, not from the past age. There was no,
except for like the Adventures of Jerry Lewis. I mean, everybody else.
You gotta love how he came to the future and he immediately found a redhead.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
And a hot one.
Notice the guns primed at him, the spotlight. It's just got a noir kind of little vibe to it. Great stuff.
I love the chick. She's like, if I'm gonna die, I'll at least clench onto him.
I guess in the real world, obviously there was none, but in the comic book world, it would be the history of that comic book world, I suppose. So,
theoretically, in actuality, Conan's preceded by like 10,000 years by Cole, who was king of Atlantis.
Mr. Jambo.
And Atlantis is mentioned in our literature, in the Greek literature. So you could say it is from this world.
Now I gotta find another one for my second round. Thanks.
Okay.
You should have gone with that earlier, man.
All right, Matilda.
You go what you have. All right.
Roger's got his guns out.
We got another Conan. I love to see some Conan. It is more clear in this one than it is in the past. It's not bad. I'll give this one a 9.
Okay.
Move on.
Very much.
Mr. Jambo, good to see you.
Hey, Jamie.
I miss Betty.
Brought to you by Jordi Pinalda. We have Rook, issue number 5.
I went on Jambo's stream earlier. He invited people to join his stream. Then he left me in the back room for 10 minutes, and I just left in the end. He left me in the back room for 10 minutes. It's like, cheers, Jambo.
That's called payback. That's all that was.
All right, so we have a dinosaur in the future, I take it.
She's trying to,
At least this dinosaur is fit.
she's trying to hit me.
Master.
Yes, he is in the
What does it say
future,
up there,
because we
Master? What does it say up there, Master of
There's a
Time?
robot. Yeah, there's a dude.
Move a little lower there. I want to see what it says there. The Master of Time faces the Master of the World. Okay, gotcha.
That was me.
All right, so they came into the past then, yeah?
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, that's a dinosaur. At least this one's a fit dinosaur.
Yeah, he's in shape. He works out. You can tell.
Yeah.
He's not obese.
Yeah, he didn't let himself go like the one Gray Man showed.
Well, when you've been fed a steady diet of Vikings, what can you're gonna put on a bit of weight, not an emaciated dinosaur like you've got there. It's probably
Emaciated.
He's
Yeah,
probably
you have to admit,
brain like you, Bill, and it hasn't been able to catch anything yet. It's like,
Mr. Jambo said he needs better
That's how they
glasses.
look when they've been eating robots.
hold on a second, hold on. Look where the two people are, and he's looking in completely the wrong direction. Like how?
Yeah, he is. That's
He's
true.
like, oh, where is the food? What's going on? Why am I so hungry?
I think it came from the Flintstones universe.
Well, it was
Yeah.
one of those tricks. Another dinosaur tapped him on the one shoulder and then hit
Yeah.
on the other side of him.
That's one of those Derposaurus
that?
dinosaurs, isn't it? I think you call it Derposaurus or something like that.
Doofosaurus.
Maybe it's a Doofysaurus.
Anyway, that is. I love the art. It's almost as pretty as what Mr. Ray showed
Isn't it?
last time.
Prettier?
Yeah,
Yes,
very
I
good.
agree.
It's cool. They're the past with the dinosaur. 10.
Oh, I'll just act like Bill this time.
All right, Cap. Show us something.
Also, I like the Rook because he reminds me of Han Solo, the good Han Solo.
I figure since Roger used that one,
Oh,
okay,
thanks,
go ahead and
Roger.
use
Use the
this
original one.
Conan. If he was stranded in the 20th century,
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm going to see some more Conan today.
Conan with a gun.
He must be in England with all their love of guns over there.
Hey, what are you talking about?
I will say the art is fantastic on that one.
That's a funky hat, though. What the heck is up with that?
That's a helmet, Mr. Gray.
Yeah, well, obviously, but it's still funky. Weird.
Well, it's very effective when you want to pierce someone's head from the side.
Cap's got a hat like that, but the spikes are on the inside, isn't they, Cap?
Sometimes.
Yeah, you got me back. Great. You got me back. That was my next one.
All right.
Fantastic.
Turnabout is fair play, my friend.
That's
This is why Jackson Whitecoat doesn't get a wrench on my channel. He's a racism. He just doesn't deserve a wrench. I let him in to put the line before the jury vote now, but he don't get a wrench. He's just like, he's just not worthy. What the heck's happening now? It's time for we got a vote yet? We got a vote, didn't we?
No, I still haven't gave a score.
Go on, give the score.
All right, so more Conan, fantastic art. He's definitely not in his time period because he has a gun.
True.
That looks like a 40s, 50s gun. It's the one with the barrel, right?
Correct.
You have to put in the
Revolver.
Yeah, revolver.
I think those are still
That's
going.
very cool.
We'll have those today.
I'm gonna give this one a 9.
Okay.
Very good.
All right, Ray. What you got for us,
Okay.
mate?
Double the thrills, double the action,
Uh-huh.
double
Oh,
the speed.
Okay.
Flash
not Mr.
and
Gray.
Kid Flash.
Looks like half the speed the way this is going.
Journey 70 million years into Earth's
I
past.
love how we ruined Mr. Metarog. Now he talks trash.
See, I showed that one on a previous dinosaur.
Yeah, rerun.
This
And you
week.
got a
I
3 on
don't
it.
remember that one at all.
Oh,
That was a long time ago.
congratulations. It's a forgettable one.
It was a very long time ago.
If Matilda forgot it, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ugh.
I suppose him being in dinosaur time would be the anachronistic part, wouldn't it? I mean, yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah, they're running through the times, and we made it.
Yeah.
Wait, is that dinosaur holding a club in his?
Yeah, dinosaurs
so,
attacking me with weapons. Yeah, because they were like artificially, like intelligently.
They were.
Yeah, something like that.
Their intelligence was enhanced.
It's a bit like Jackson White Kirk. They were more intelligent than you'd think looking at them.
Don't let that go, Jackson.
Yeah, say something racist.
Yeah, he doesn't need prompting to say something racist every week. Every week.
You don't bribe him as well as Mr. Bill.
I'm not going to say anything negative. It's a Flash comic from the best company that made comic books. So
DC, blah.
I mean, hey, that is cool, and they are in a different time period.
Yeah, sort of.
The art isn't as pretty as the last two, but hey, it is spot on the theme. I would give this one a 9.
Thank you.
1 point off for that dinosaur in the club looking fuck ugly.
Should be another point off for that hideous hat Ray's wearing.
Ooh.
Should be an Arizona
Yankee
Diamondbacks hat, Ray. You're better than that.
Are you a Yankee fan?
No, I'm a Diamondbacks fan, sir.
He's a doofy duck fan.
What is the hat that Ray is wearing? You know, for the Israelis and the English people in the stream, what is that
Boo
hat,
on
Ray?
Boston. And the Patriots. Boo on them, too.
Was it Boston Red Sox?
Go Cardinals. Yes,
Red
Boston Red
Sox.
Sox.
That's your
Why
round.
the Israelis, though?
Or the Dead Sox, as everyone else calls them.
Fair enough.
The Bruins.
Great comeback, Jackson.
I was looking at that today.
Excellent gracism.
When the bloke who wrote your dictionary, Webster, decided, my fellow men aren't going to remember the blinking. My fellow Americans aren't going to remember to put this extra U in there. I'm going to make it all easy. He simplified it for the fit kids. Basically, is what he did. Anyway, I've shown this one before a long time ago. It's Tiger. I can't remember what the theme was, and there's woolly mammoths in Nightmare in New Orleans. So that should get a vote from bloody Jackson. Hometown, isn't it?
AKA Jackson, right?
I don't know if this kind of big elephant kind of creature is regular in Jackson's town, but probably not, I'm guessing, unless it's Jackson with his costume or something like that, you know.
Was it maybe like people?
I imagine Jackson blonde.
Mm-mm.
He's not called Jerk for nothing. JRK. You got to shorten it. Everyone's got to call him Jerk. That's what I call him. Jerk for short.
That lady's like, what the fuck? She didn't shave.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, Tiger's legs.
Just because you're pointless 666, don't come crying. It's just laziness. It's like laziness. Like if we have to put an extra letter, that's less time we can spend polishing our guns. You know what I mean? So you think about the extra U you have to write in when you're doing text.
Yeah, that's true. That's why we whooped your butts in the war.
That's cutting down on the hot dog guzzling and gun polishing time. I can understand why you had to get rid of it.
Don't be bitter, Mr. Gray, just because you can't play with a gun.
Oh, he plays with a gun far too often.
Not that gun. I mean a missile.
Misfires all the time.
Oh.
He fires the blades.
I may not be well endowed, but I don't need to play with a gun to bloody well make myself feel bigger. Let's put it that way. Like the Americans do. That's it. The more guns you've got, the more blinking you're lacking in the trouser department. That's my theory.
Well, then you must have an
I don't
arsenal.
know, Mr. Gray. That would explain why you British are so frigid. Not enough gunplay.
No, we don't need guns. I don't want guns.
Good point, Matilda.
Well, he makes a good point. They have crumpets. They just throw them at the enemy.
No, we eat our crumpets.
They don't need guns. One crumpet equals to a bullet through the brain.
Exactly.
We put Marmite on our crumpets and we eat them like sensible people.
All right, I forgot. Where were we? Mummets, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we were at Mummets. No, yeah, that is cool. We have Mummets in the future. Poor Tiger there. About to be, well, I guess, choked at the waist. Yeah, not bad. I'll give this one a 9.
Ugh,
Okie dokie.
awful looking cover. It is.
1 point out for Tiger.
I
Not
like
shaving.
Tigra. That's a terrible cover.
It can't
For
be
you
awful,
Star
it's got
Wars
Tiger
fan,
on
notice
it.
the poster in the background there.
Oh, Luke.
Star Wars, wonderful science fiction. Am I right, Roger?
Ugh.
I actually want to watch the original trilogy.
Much like the
again.
mammoth, I never forget.
All right, 1 vote for Mr. Gray. Greyman, or is it Gryman?
Oh,
I asked-
I think it's
I take
Rayman.
Cry
Yeah.
Man.
It's a dream.
Cry Man votes I've taken as well.
Cap,
All
cap.
right, we got 2 votes for Cap. 1 for Mr. Bill, another for Mr. Cap,
It's,
another for Mr. Bill.
Gray is with an E. It's just because the American dictionary guy Webster decided to change it to an A because he's an idiot. So that's basically why. That's why the
It's fun to
American
know.
spelling is so
Mr.
terrible.
Webster is going to be.
All right, another vote for Mr. Gray, another vote for Mr. Cap.
It's all down
Mr.
to
Cap's
Webster.
in the lead. He has 4. Another vote for Mr. Bill. Oh, hello, Cantonese comic kid.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
All right, I think that's everyone then. So the vote goes to Mr. Cap.
Are you
Okay.
going to
Yeah.
Kal-El, Jeff, next weekend? I'm gonna be there.
Where are you going
Just
to be?
just imagine if Cap had brought all anachronistic themed covers this week instead of one anachronistic themed cover. Whatever the hell else it was he brought. But he might have done all right this week. Right.
All right. All right. So here we go.
I love how I keep getting comments from
You
videos
have
from
to
5
know.
years.
You have to know a little bit about history here, but
Mhm.
we'll explain this as time goes on here.
All right.
This is Star Spangled War Stories,
Mhm.
number 147,
Okay.
with the Hammer of Hell, enemy Ace, being attacked by Saint George, who was a Praetorian guard in the 3rd century who would not renounce his Christianity and was thus put to death and martyred. So, 3rd century versus 20th century.
No, enemy
War.
Ace was a glider pilot from the 3rd century.
Hey, can we get closer to enemy
Yeah,
Ace?
I
Also, he has a
recall
lot
that.
of feathers on his
He
head.
would drop rocks onto knights that were below him.
This is
Does
Saint
he have
George
a fur
here.
coat
And that
on
is-
himself?
Roger Jackson found this comic boring. He's where's the usual smut comics that you normally bring out? He can't understand it. It's too subtle for him. He's like, where's the boobs?
Notice his plane. His plane has crashed, and he's coming out of the cockpit to confront.
Mhm. Ah, that's where it is. Out of a what pit,
Oh,
sir?
cockpit, of course.
It's
Roger
a
couldn't
biplane. A
Rude
biplane.
He couldn't avoid being rude. You had to throw a cockpit in there. Shocking. Disgraceful.
Kubert. Joe, the Kubert cover here, by the way.
Well, he made mistakes too. That's all right.
What, by riding in the cockpit?
No, by creating that crappy
See?
cover. I mean, look at that. That's horrible.
See,
I like the feathers on his head. Very cool.
anything. That's the thing. Look, no, I like the cover, but the history lesson.
Well, I had to frame it because not everybody knows the timelines. That's all.
If you shot a couple of shotguns in the air while you were saying it, Roger, you might have had a picture, you know. But
Well, I don't
then
have a
he'd be
shotgun. I have a
British.
22, but
Said it the same thing. Okay, Matilda.
Yes. I like his feather decoration on his helmet.
Rogers?
No.
Oh.
The
St. George.
gentleman, St. George, yes.
Oh.
Is that the same St. George that killed the dragon is the patron of England? Or a different St.
Well,
George?
well, he didn't kill a dragon, but
Well, sack
You know
up.
many St. George?
Well, St. George is the patron saint of England, and he killed the dragon, the
Sorry
one
about
we
that.
talk about.
that must be English mythology there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Most of their history is mythology.
Well, he's a Christian, well, whatever you want to call it, but he's a
They
Christian
made
saint.
mistakes too. All right. I think it's cool. We get a knight on a horse and a pilot. It looks like they're about to collide.
Yeah.
I'll give this one a 10.
Oh, for a glider pilot?
Thank you, dear. It was a
Okay.
biplane, my friend.
Oh.
Not
What
a
can I
glider.
say? I like a good cockpit.
Yeah, we
so
know.
does Gray
We
Man.
know.
So
We've
does
heard that
Gray
about
Man.
you.
All right. We have, for your viewing pleasure,
Not the clown penis again.
no, Cole and the Barbarians
We like
issue.
cockpit, Matilda.
number 3.
Yes, but when it's attached to a handsome man, not a
Sonia,
clown.
Cole,
I'm struggling.
and Solomon Kane, all from different periods.
Okay. fair enough.
Ooh. Yay, Red
Wonder you will
Sonja.
go
I
with
love Red Sonja. I must say, this is the most I've seen her dressed.
Well, I like to keep it classy, Matilda. You know me.
Yeah, no, seriously, someone gave her an actually proper armor bra.
And if I get a 10 for this, rest assured, that'll be me.
I'm pretty sure that is you. Oh, we have another anachronism. Mr. Bill when he was young and him now.
That's me in the 50s. That's right.
Distant relative, apparently. Yeah, you have Solomon Kane was a Puritan, right? Then you have Cole from the
correct.
Atlantean Age and
cool.
Sonia from
And
Hyperion.
Sonia from the
And Red
Hyborian Age.
Sonja.
Yeah.
Good old Red Sonja. Well, the art is
Red Sonja,
fantastic.
though, was
We
like
had
from a
3
lot more
characters.
recent period, wasn't she? The original Red Sonja in the story, wasn't she meant to be from like I don't know, Middle Ages of Europe or something? Original Red Sonja, wasn't she?
No, she was in the same areas as Conan. She
Contemporary
appeared in
Conan,
2324.
I thought I
And
remember
she and
hearing
Conan even worked together a
book,
few times.
like
no?
much later. I thought I heard that, but
She,
someone else.
Anyway, I'm going to give this one a 10. That art is amazing. Mr. Bill, you shouldn't drink
a
piss.
10.
It's not healthy.
A 10.
Boy,
power.
Governor.
here she is
Yeah.
with Conan, her
right.
second
But
appearance.
I think Grayman's saying the actual Robert E. Howard books.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, in the
12
book. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
I think
What was
Jackson.
it? Wait, now Red Sonja books?
She was mentioned very
Yeah.
briefly in one story. Really, the Red Sonja we know is more of a Roy Thomas creation than anything
Yeah.
from Robert Howard.
Oh, wait,
I
are
thought you
there
guys were
books
talking
about
about the
Red
comics.
Sonja?
That was about a point, Governor.
Sure.
What's about pints?
Okay, Cap.
But wait, Mr. Bill, are there books about Red Sonja?
Well, the Robert E. Howard books, yes. He was the
I
one who
gotta
created
look that
Cole
up.
and Conan and Solomon Kane. Yes, she's mentioned in one story.
Ooh.
Well, this one has fighting in World War I, fighting in Revolution War, fighting in Custer's Last Stand, and fighting in the future, all with Captain America.
Ooh.
Nice one.
He's
Look at
shown
all
this.
that.
He's shown this on Centennial blinking issues we did a few weeks ago.
What, like you've never shown a cover before?
Yeah, is that a
I don't
blinking
know.
Just
ray?
like the last round, I think it was.
But at least I admit it, Cap. Don't try and finesse it.
Wow.
Well, he didn't deny it.
No, he didn't, but he tried to get all defensive about it.
Oh, no. Never defensive.
You mean like you do, Mr. Gray?
Exactly.
Right?
Like you do, Mr. Gray?
All right, Matilda. That's the third time you've slagged me off this week, Matilda. Honestly, see, I've not heard you say anything nasty to anybody else this
No.
week. Not at all.
Three
Every time
times.
I say something, you've got to come in and go against me. Let me find my meme. No, you haven't got it. Anyway,
You can't even put in the effort to slag me back.
I can't be bothered, Matilda. I can't be bothered. You're not worth it.
Gray Man usually pays to get slagged off, by the way.
Hey,
so.
no,
Right.
I pay for spanking,
Extra.
not slagging off.
Thanks
proves
for
my
that
argument. I
information,
told you
Mr.
once.
Gray. That's going to be featured in my nightmares. All right, on to this one. We have the most time periods together we've seen.
True.
Look at all the clashes and Cap and so many different ones.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
No.
I'll give this one a 10.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Very
can't
good,
beat on that
Mr.
one.
Cap.
I got that up on my wall right
That was
behind me
great.
there, Cap. I don't know if you can see it, but that back
That was a
there.
good
So
one.
Yeah, we saw you put it up there real quickly, Roger.
yeah. Listen, at my age, I can't move like the Flash, buddy.
All right. The war that time forgot. Here we
Uh-huh.
got a beautiful woman in bondage,
Where?
an army soldier trying to save her,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
a
you know,
dinosaur
so
that's
Simon's
saying, no
bondage shouldn't
way.
take.
Yeah. Is that another overweight dinosaur, Ray? Ugh.
No, that one's in
No.
shape.
I
That's
don't
just a
know.
chicken
He looks
leg.
pretty chubby.
I love her outfit. Finally, no leopard.
Yeah, that's a dinosaur print on her skirt there.
Yeah.
I thought that was a
That is
tablecloth she
I
was
love the
wearing.
little creature that's on the pole.
Oh,
she's
look at the
fighting.
skulls.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
and skulls too.
Is that
Oh,
Joe
look,
Cooper?
there's a tank.
Oh,
Huh?
Yeah. there's a
Oh,
tank.
Joe
Yes,
Cooper
it's Joe
cover.
Cooper.
Where have I seen one before that? Before that,
Yeah.
I
I
love
must
that.
say, he drawn ladies very well. Is he
He
still
does.
alive?
No.
You're right. That is fantastic. 10.
Thank you.
You
Thank
know,
you, my dear. Thank
Simon's
you.
bondage senses are
Ray.
tingling all the way in Australia.
True.
Get something else besides a 10 for once, would you, Ray?
I
Oh, we
think I
got
got
a
a
9
9.
last round.
I got a 9.
Gil Kane are the conqueror from the past. I am Alexander the Great, come back to claim my rightful heritage, the world. There you go. Alexander the Great, come back to claim his heritage. There you
Oh,
go.
he has a purple cape.
He has a purple cape and he has a shiny helmet, which I'm not going to make a joke.
And it looks like he's wearing a dinosaur on his head.
Since
I
what?
changed my mind. And look, there's some timey-wimey stuff going on as well. Woo.
timey
Is
wimey.
he from the future? Where's he from?
Timey-wimey stuff. He's a conqueror from the past. He's Alexander the Great.
Oh.
This cover is great.
I didn't know Alexander the Great could use magical powers.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
If Conan can come back from the time back,
It's not adding up, is it, Matilda?
it's like,
I think
this
we
is
all
not-
know
this is not
Alexander
the fifth
didn't have
appearance
magical
of
powers.
Conan coming into the future on this one. This is Alexander the Great, a real historical figure. None of this made up Hyborian nonsense. This is proper history.
I love how there's a swirly rainbow.
Yeah, Jackson says it's a Looney Tunes background.
Yeah,
That's the
it
timey-wimey
is.
stuff. Gil Kane.
I would see a Looney Tunes
Let's
cartoon
go
of
to Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Alexander the Great. That would be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and he found the perfect way to fight old Superman. Magic.
Superman's in trouble. Alexander never lost a battle.
That's true.
Yeah. I also didn't like cats. Ugh.
He lost
Yeah,
the
sounds
battle.
like a lot of things. Yeah.
That is very cool. I will give this one a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
For old Alexander.
Okay, Doki guys.
They're not so great. Oh, good to see you again, Mr. Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Mr. Gray needs a pity vote.
No, I don't.
All right, one vote for Mr. Metarog.
Thanks, Tony.
That was a pity vote.
Hey, whatever the circumstances behind the vote.
You'll take it? Is that it?
One vote for Mr. Ray, another vote for Mr. Ray, another vote for Mr. Ray.
Oh boy.
One vote for Mr. Gray, another vote for Mr. Ray.
Oh,
One
boy.
vote for Cab. Another vote for Mr.
Oh
Ray.
boy.
Another vote for Mr.
Oh boy.
Looks like it's a tie with Ray and myself.
Okay,
And we tied again.
That's
Thank you.
that's 6 votes for Mr. Ray. We'll give it another second.
Thank you.
All right, looks like it's Mr. Ray then.
All
I
right.
knew this was going to happen. I just knew this was going to happen.
Boo, I say.
I knew this was going to happen.
Okay, last round.
It's inevitable. It's destiny.
Are
Whatever.
you claiming your clairvoyance?
Kismet, whatever. All right. Here we go. Unfortunately, this has some retractors, but let's look at the theme and focus on
boy.
that, right? Star Spangled War Stories number 98. Now there's 3 converging anachronisms here, okay? We have first the tank circa World War II. We have the Triceratops circa Cretaceous period. And then we have a date stamp from the 1960s. So we have 3 time periods on this cover.
Wow, it's hard to tell with all that yellow. Matilda, are you seeing
Yeah,
any of that?
awful lot of
What
yellow.
yellow? What yellow? What are you talking about?
Jeez.
At least the background has purple trees. I'll say
There
that.
you go. You got purple silhouettes. So,
All right,
you know,
we have
that's
a tank. Wait, what was the third time period? Because we
Yeah.
have.
the date stamp from 1961.
Hard
okay.
to tell.
Right
Yeah,
down
we have the Triceratops, the
Yeah.
people from World War I or II.
World War II. That looks like a Sherman tank up there.
Oh, for piss sake.
And then back there you have some soldiers, as you can see.
That cover is pretty Sherman tank, I'll admit.
I like the detail on the Triceratops.
Yeah, look
Very
at
good.
That
Look
looks
at the
like a
armor-
late
armored-
Cretaceous, a late Cretaceous period.
Cretaceous period, from the
yeah.
Cretaceous period. They actually went from the previous period into the Cretaceous. I forget what that's called.
Yeah. Or AKA your childhood.
Pretty much. I rode these guys when I was younger.
Yeah. This is right.
Oh, I don't know if we can get past all that yellow, Matilda, but let's try.
Ugh. Yeah, the yellow is reminding me I'll have to pee after this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
And it is fantastic. Yeah, 1 point out for the yellow. I'm going to give this a 9.
Yeah, well,
That
that's
is
more than
that
fair.
is too urine.
Probably a point off for the crappy artwork too, right?
Yeah, I was thinking
Now, the
that.
artwork is fantastic, but
Oh,
the shade of
thank you.
piss, no.
I expected the point off, so
You should have. That was awful. All right. We have another in shape dinosaur with Vampy.
Ooh, Vampy's completely naked, I take it.
Almost.
Well, that's not technically her,
Where's the anachronism?
that's not her at all. Wrong hair color.
but this is number 5.
What's the
This is number
anachronism?
5.
Oh, dinosaur. Is that a dinosaur?
It is a dinosaur.
Now
thought it was-
it looks like all. Well, okay, yeah, there were
I
no
thought it
humans.
was
a
a
dog.
bin bag over her head. I didn't realize it was a
You can
dinosaur.
see the oh, what? There's the dinosaur.
Where-
There it is. Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
dinosaur.
what's the time period, Mr.
Yes, for
Bill?
all we know, in that comic book, those people are in the past where the dinosaurs lived.
No,
It does
humans
look
and
like a
dinosaurs
caveman.
did not
Never
coexist.
lived
In-
together. No.
In the fantasy world that that
Ah,
story is
okay.
depicting,
There's
They-
nothing
they-
that
they-
indicates this is
together.
a fantasy world.
Except for Gray Man, he's the one who's indicating.
Except for
That's
except for the fact their boobs are standing that high without a bra.
You know, I hadn't noticed, Matilda, but I think you're right.
Really? You haven't
mentioned
noticed
last
that?
time
It
you
looks
showed
like
that
a
cover, Matilda,
pokey.
and I mentioned that last time he showed that cover, and you didn't stop having a go at me for saying it, and now you're saying it. Literally, I said
Maybe
that last
Mr.
time
Bill
you
showed
showed
that
that
cover.
cover. The boobs are not natural, and you went on a whole spiel about it. Like, seriously, honestly.
Oh, bloody hell.
Ridiculous.
Bloody hell.
You have to admit, though, you have to admire having boob physics like that.
Mm-hmm.
You never need a bra.
Hmm.
What's better? It was okay. So they couldn't coexist, the cavemen and the dinosaurs. There.
No.
Yeah, not in our history, but in that fantasy world in which they live. But how many times has Conan fought a dinosaur and a dragon and other?
Well, that's not Conan.
No, but it's still in
But
the
that's
same
not
world.
Conan.
So for all
Exactly.
we
It
know,
was just jumping up and down. That is a good point.
Don't let him slag off like that,
in
Matilda.
fact, she looks like the woman from 1 million years BC as well.
But
I'm
that's
pretty sure-
not Vampirella, right?
No, that's
No,
not
wrong hair
Vampirella.
color.
She does have her figure. All right, that is a fantastic card, though. So I will give this one a 10.
No, Bill did not get that cover from me.
You'd think
That
so.
would not
You'd
be
think
my
so,
collection.
Jackson.
If it was from you, Bill, Roger, would have seen it from the other direction. Would have seen the front of the
That's true. It would be
Only
more
thing is the
risque.
mechanism
why
in
you
your
kept it
mind
in
that,
your
that makes it.
collection,
That's
Roger,
it.
because it wasn't explicit enough for your
Oh,
liking.
jeez.
Well, I kind of went with 2 movies that weren't made at the same time. One is Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland.
Those
Kinda
poor bastards from
merged
the Wizard
together.
of Oz. They had a lot of drugs that time.
Mm-hmm.
Dorothy and
Dorothy
Alice
and
in
who?
Wonderland.
Okay.
Dorothy and Alice in Wonderland. Because you got the
In a
Tin Man there.
futuristic time period, I take it, because
Yeah.
Alice is dressed a bit futuristically.
Who cares, Matilda? Don't worry about it.
Great
As
man,
always,
give it up.
The theme is just a suggestion of what comic books you might want to dig out. That's all it is. It doesn't make any difference, really.
He's raising the white flag, he is.
Yeah, it's just...
Well, I suppose technically, because Alice in Wonderland was written, what, a century more earlier than The Wizard of Oz?
It's got a stopwatch on it.
Yep.
That's anachronistic for Cap.
That's not a stopwatch, it's an old watch.
It's a pocket watch, whatever they call them ones, yeah.
Well, I guess in that regard, it's technically correct.
If
Just
this
because
was a
they were
crossover between two different movies,
Right.
perfect cover. Anachronism, shaky.
Shaky at best.
It's
Shaky
good.
at
No,
best,
actually,
you'd say, yeah.
no, actually, I'm warming up to that. Actually, I'm warming up to that because Alice in Wonderland, England, like in I don't know what 18 something or others, and like Wizard of Oz 30s in America, wasn't it? So it is kind of
Kansas, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so it does count.
We're not on cover slingers anymore, Toto or whatever.
That's exactly what she said.
Toto, his name was Toto.
Yeah,
That poor bastard.
nothing to do with the rains down in Africa.
That was good. That was good.
No. But it was a very cute dog. All right, I will give this one an 8.
Very fair.
I'm from 1977.
Fill your boots for your last comic book.
All right. Seeing Roger went with a couple of Star Spangled War stories.
He did.
I'm gonna go with one.
All right.
But this one here, we
Really? I
have
thought that
we have a B-52 bomber thinking that it landed on the airfield, but it actually landed on a giant pterodactyl.
Ooh, wait, and it's purple.
I think it crash landed, Ray. Look at the
Yeah.
smoke coming from the left engine.
Either
Holy
way,
shit.
Look, what's it say right there? Take off.
The landing field has teeth.
Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah, quickly, we're about to be devoured.
Aren't we over these ones? Oh,
I know,
boring.
Mr. Sleepy Reader. Alice in Wonderland was written in the 18th century, and I think Wizard of Oz in 19th century.
I think he meant the films. There was the
films, yeah, but-
Disney Alice in Wonderland. I think came out. And, I don't know. Maybe that's what he's talking about.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
That pilot got to get his eyes checked if he can't tell the pterodactyl.
Probably one of them New
landing
Englanders,
strip.
Roger.
Well, it's how high the air is. He doesn't have enough oxygen to the brain.
True.
I need more war time for that stories.
That explains a lot about some of us. You know what I mean?
That's true, too. Kind of boring, but if that's all you had, Ray, I understand.
Yeah,
So I think he's saying in book
Well,
4,
I
Wizard
can
of Oz,
show you a giant turtle.
Alice in Wonderland 1865. He wasn't a massive 35 years, so it wasn't massive.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just kind of in the same time period, really. Yeah.
almost, but still, Alice came first.
Well,
True.
the grade's already out.
He always does.
I knew that was coming.
I know Mr. Sleepy was referring to the books, so yeah,
Any
the
pour in
books
the
are
store.
apart. All right. I mean, that is a fucking giant pterodactyl. Holy shit. I didn't think they grew that big, but it's
They
purple.
did.
They
They
did.
did.
And
I
it's
think he's
fucking
making it
cool.
up.
I gotta give this one a 10. That's awesome.
Oh,
Thank you.
that
Shocking.
might have been the crappiest 10 cover I've seen.
Absolutely
in a half a year.
shocking.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Things,
Gray Man's given up.
quasars.
Skeletons.
All right, so that's dinosaurs, and then we have, is that Kazar?
Yeah, Quasar.
Quasar.
Sorry, Quasar.
Yeah, great televisions, not so much for the hero.
Exactly.
What? Quasar's a great hero. I like Quasar.
Oh, look, and there's
I'm just
Ben
making
Grin
trouble,
sitting.
Gray, that's all.
Well, is
Making
there
trouble.
a make of television in America called Quasar?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You know
Well,
it's gonna
not
suck
anymore,
ass.
really. Yeah.
They went out of business, so that tells you something, right?
Oh, so he's just trapped on a different world during the same time.
Oh yeah, that thing bondage. Simon, you need to get this issue.
It's possible.
Thing bondage.
Although he's
Yeah.
more into the female bondage. Yeah,
Okay.
beggars and handcuffs made by Panasonic, or was it RCA?
Radio
You
Shack.
They went out of
All
business too.
Who didn't go out of business? All right, we got a cool war scene. We got the aliens, the dinosaurs. We had a lot of dinosaurs today.
No, they're aliens.
Well, isn't Quasar technically an alien?
No,
Is
No.
I think so. Wendell Vaughn is American. They're kind of aliens, but they're not. They're still human.
If he's in England doing
Deep
more
down.
than visiting, yes, he's an
Deep
alien.
down, they're still Americans are still humans, Matilda. Deep down,
Well, I'll give this one a 10. That's very cool.
really.
Ugh.
Oh, war scene.
I'm glad you liked it, but I wouldn't have given it a 10 myself. There you go.
Mhm.
Someone's gone. Who's gone?
It's got a lot of action.
Roger's gone.
Roger left. He was like, "How do you get 10
Roger
to
was so
that?"
disgusted by that last
Right.
call.
He was just like,
I'm back. I'm back.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
put everyone in the right order again. What was the right order? I've completely forgotten now.
I'm gonna Bill
Never
is.
mind. Wait, switch Mr. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, jury.
All right, we
Get
got
this
one vote for
on.
Mr. Bill.
This is all academic at this point, but anyway.
Academia is dead in here. One vote for Mr. Metarog.
Yay, thank you.
Boo.
Looks like Dorothy has a massive headache now that I think about it. One vote for Mr. Ray.
Oh,
Double
shocking.
boo.
Emperella.
One vote, two more votes for Mr. Bill.
Yeah, thanks, Cap.
Three. And then
Oh,
one,
Cap got a vote
one
in,
vote
yeah.
for Cap.
I thought
So
Matilda
Mr.
said don't vote, Cap. Wait, you're being
I don't.
naughty.
I know he's gonna vote anyway. Let's have to pay extra attention.
Looks like Bill's
All right.
got it.
Yeah, I think Mr. Bill.
Yeah,
give
he got
another
it all in
second.
votes.
Yeah. The lowest common denominator covers again.
Well, the boobs and balls win.
Apparently.
All right, Mr. Bill gets the 3 votes.
Roger's used to getting all those votes for his smut covers, but you pull out a
I was going to show
Frazetta.
this one, but I figured the history thing wasn't going to fly twice. Kubla Khan and this pilot. So
Yeah, they were about the same time period. What's your point, Roger?
sure, about 500, 600 years apart. But yeah.
Mr. Metarog, you're an uneducated swine. Don't sweat it.
Yeah. Good
No,
stuff.
I mean, I just figured I had 2 already historical figures. I didn't want to press my luck on
yeah. You would have gotten a whammy if you pressed your luck.
that. Probably. Probably several.
All right, then. Anyone wants to mention any streams or video they want to mention? Roger, you got anything coming up?
I just did a video of my shelf back there, the ladies' shelf.
Awesome books.
Thank you. I figured I'd just change it up every month, do a little short video that way because I get lazy sometimes,
Yeah, makes sense.
I think I'm going to do a video on my pressing area downstairs so that I think Jackson Roykirk wanted to see what it looks like. Not very impressive, but I'll do it. And then next weekend, I'm going to be with Night Tiger in Ocala. We're going to a convention on March 5th. So hopefully I have a video out for that.
Oh,
Did I
Kal-El,
call you
Florida.
Roger? I might have called him Roger. I can't remember. It's possible.
Yes, you've called me Raji before, yes.
Roger, okay. Roger.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We
Billy-
go back a long way, Gray. You can call
Billy
me
Bob,
that.
what you got coming up?
Nothing.
Billy Bob. Cappy Wappy, you got anything coming up? In your
Tuesdays, I got cover drawings on my channel at 6:30 Mountain Time.
Mountain time. Cool.
Come check it out.
I thought you was a valley girl, not mountain time.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I'm up in the mountains, buddy.
Ray, Blay, Way, have you got anything coming up on your channel?
Are you having what's in the box Tuesday?
No, I'm at my dad's.
Nah,
I'm at my
I'm
dad's
doing nothing.
Tuesday. Nah.
then I'm doing nothing.
Right. Well, unless I do it and you guys can show comics, but I'll leave it because I'm at my dad's and I don't want to
Not a problem.
Yeah. No
Yeah, no
problem.
problem. Spend time with
Okay,
Jack.
let's go. Matilda, got anything coming up? You did a video.
Yeah, I might have a video on the Batman comic, the one where he returns, the one with the colored covers, yellow, green, pink. You know the ones.
Yeah.
This is another one, but I thought that was too
I
close
forgot
of
the
time
name.
period, Roaring 20s and 70s. So
Yeah, that would have been too close. I
Same
might have
time.
that, and I'll have my February reading vlog.
What are you
I
gonna
like that.
reread?
I like the
Ooh.
turtle. Yeah.
As a vicious-looking turtle.
Yeah.
It has the same expression Mr. Gray has when I give him
You
a
should see the
7.
one in my backyard. That thing is vicious.
Well, I hope he snaps you a couple times.
He is a snapping turtle. Yep.
Is gonna bite you in the ass. All right. We
Got
have
the
a tie
injury to
this.
prove it.
We have a tie this week, gentlemen. Ready? All right. Fourth place this week with 45 points is Mr. Cap.
Still holding my reign at loser.
You're always a winner to me, Mr. Cap. Yeah,
I haven't won in 2 years on this show now.
The fact that you keep coming back shows just the tenacity that you have, though, Cap.
That's
You
what
have the
fire
most
reason to dress up.
dedication, Mr. Cap.
Right.
All right. Third place this week with 47 points is Mr. Gray.
Gray amazing.
Woo! Don't drink too much, Mr. Gray. We need you here for 5 more minutes. All right. Second place this week with 50 points are Mr. Metarog and Mr. Bill. And the winner this week, back with his crown, with 55 points, is Mr. Ray.
Thank you.
Boo!
Well done, Mr. Ray.
You're twins again, Mr. Metarog.
I knew it. I knew it was going to happen.
I love when this happens. It's fucking hilarious.
Me too.
Oh, hi, Tad. Good to see you.
Hey, Tat.
Back to the wheel, Ray.
We're gonna hang ourselves.
Yay!
Hanging covers.
Hanging covers. All right.
Hanging
I got
by the
My
head
favorite thing.
or the feet. Either way.
Okay.
It's hanging from a rope or something.
Yeah,
right?
as long as it's
Can
from
you
a
be
rope or
impaled on
something.
a cross, for example?
Not like Spider-Man hanging off a flagpole.
No.
or anything.
Can you be hanging from
Okay.
like ropes around your wrists? Yeah, all right.
Let me just add, if that one's picked, I prefer hung from the neck.
All right, hung from the neck.
Well, I'm hung every day, so I guess.
I bet.
It's not going to be well hung covers because otherwise Bill will show that clown penis over and over again.
All right.
Oh, God, no.
Right, this is the one.
Ooh.
Whoever comes up this time is the winner.
Ooh, that would have been cool.
Let's see.
On the water.
On the water.
Oh,
Mm.
I see Jesus on the thumbnail for next week.
You see
There
what
you
I'm
go.
on now?
Well, he
You
walked
walked
on
on
the
it.
water. That's true.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah, it might work.
Yeah, he walked on the
Might work.
water.
He walked on
I
the
mean, I
water.
always like to put Jesus on the thumbnail.
But isn't that Charlton comic books, anyways? All Jesus books.
Not Charlton.
Oh.
Well, speaking of on
Charlton
the
Archie
water,
Fire.
Jesus.
Archie Fire had a lot of Jesus.
I need to go and drop off some water on the water. So,
I
see
knew
you
it.
guys and girl next week.
Bye, everyone.
All right, guys. Take
Cheerio.
care.
Have a
See you
great
next week.
weekend.
Thanks for voting. Thanks for your voting.
Bye.
Congrats, Ray. Although I knew it was going to happen.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too.